lady ya wodasui ni wono eye me ye bia hey meti na asem no me sekura efemiye oba fefei $10 oye tiktoker wedi 23 years old na lady no oye Nigeria ni ba ye wo no UK hasei onimade papa onimade na kire se waye na agene se adesua ne de onjem oye nurse esa ka ho osaye nurse ama wosan esua de a opeso obo masters and degree in nursing enti oye na agene se otu bata akọ Houston University ewo USA no akotoa ne nursing degree ni so nyame bo wanya seta emu odu edi aye adwuma age eketua kese na kire se fofie antoata broni kwasie bia so mental problem awo lady si kan 17 times ekunu ya ewo na apartment.
Tammy Dollars is a British Nigerian nursing student preparing for her nursing graduation, but unfortunately was found unalive in her Texas apartment just days before the graduation. The 23-year-old with full names Tammy was discovered by the police in the kitchen with multiple stabbed wounds during a welfare check after a family friend raised concerns.
Say ni housemate anase ni roommate oni no eche dan apartment mate bronia odasui oja wa bodam na lady no eni abri ensua dia na wakoto ahye lady ni so ebe so oto ne mona lady no ampenia wo lady ni sikan ekunu ya Kas3 Heat papa me say Kas3 Heat papa eya sefesem eya rewosem very young girl already 23 years aye wo no UK asay Nigeria ni ba me kura me Ghana ni akame me nya busuani nanso wo ne ye me ya enye easy o enye easy masa ni ma me be sum ewurade na wo for masa enye obani made a obawo future say na okosua de apagya na disuam na wanya adwuma papa bi momani twa bi before say de mrofo ikromom buye yi wan go school papa anase wan sua de anko akira adwuma no kro ope kro yemfam maw lady no ewo determination. You understand what I mean? Chere say broni kwase atwa so ama lady no we twa so ama lady no aye Captain Caesar TV the Caesar show wada Roma obaswa subscribe wate ne like ne fe bi etu ohofo ne hye ohonso na obi and de uboni anaso obi anje wonkwa and free wonsem lady next 14th year ebe and a graduation no kura no wa post to TikTok say next week 14th
I'm about to graduate and I really wish I had this during nursing school because it definitely would have helped. You know how like books always have so much information? This is not one of those. This has what you need. This is the guide that I wanted so bad, but she had sold out and I was unable to get it. And I 100% recommend this. Not only because it's pink and beautiful and looks like something you want to read, but it's actually so informative. It's not too crowded, there's not too much going on. And then she has all these diagrams, colorful words and pages. And I also really like how she shows like what the medications also look like. It's also made out of paper, so you can actually like write on this. Usually like textbooks, they're made out of that weird shiny paper that you can't really write on. And she has every single topic in nursing school, even dosage count. I'm currently using it to study for my NCLEX since I'm about to graduate, and I really advise anyone to start in nursing school, or if you're about to graduate, it doesn't even matter where you are in nursing school, like this will be your holy grail.
And that's now no any theater say next week Thursday next week Wednesday 14th and the graduation I stand to be corrected. You understand what I mean? And the graduation tie komuna yedi pa ana kire se broni kwase bi agene nkwa free ni nsem ya awo won sikan 14 times na momienko video nim ye ba na ya toaso.
So last week, a 23-year-old nursing student was actually unalived by her roommate, and she was actually supposed to be graduating this past weekend. So Elizabeth Tamilore Odunsi is actually from London, and she actually moved to Houston, Texas to pursue her degree in nursing. And she did have a roommate, and they recently became roommates only about 2 months before this incident actually took place. Now, he was an older gentleman at the age of 40, and his name is Chester Lamar Grant. And a lot of people kind of like, he was a little too old to be her roommate. And her family had not heard from her, so they did request for a wellness check. And when the police arrived, they actually found her in the kitchen unalive with multiple stab wounds, and him in the bedroom with multiple stab wounds as well. And he was in the hospital for quite a couple of days. Now, when he was able to come to, the authorities did go ahead and do a little bit of investigating, and it was determined that the incident actually started over the cats in the apartment. They had a dispute about that a couple of days prior to the actual incident, and it ended up leading to him stabbing her multiple times. And in the midst of that, he did try to unalive himself with multiple wounds, even one to the neck, but he did survive his injuries. And she's actually a TikToker, and she goes by the name Tammy Dollars, and she did content on her experience of being a college student to pursue her degree in nursing. And her last video actually was talking about how excited she was to be graduating soon, that she had everything booked for her a trip after she completed her graduation. So she was really excited to be graduating this weekend, and that unfortunately was taken from her by her roommate. Now, he did appear yesterday in court for a probable cause hearing, and he is being held on $500,000 bond, and he is expected back in court on Monday. Now, because she is from London, her family did start a GoFundMe so that they could get her back home to lay her body to rest.
Wash. You understand what I mean? Wash. Brony ni wie and one who second. Now so CCTV footage say obienu owura apartment ho. Obienu ofra bontin ebe owura apartment ho. This means say na eyomumienu ane wo inside. Na eyomumienu ana ewo inside. Na investigation e course no. Ana lady ne phone so text bi airport pay say abrantie broni se watata lady ni so opesu odi no ge ni mu ye tiatia ni mu be de opesu odi no lady no empene o determination se broni no se wabodam o se mental problem o se jimmy o anu otushe lady so medu o mami ndu medu opesu force na erepu no lady no empene enti de eso ye ne se okotwese kan every kitchen no de hey se kan wow I didn't want duane ye de wo ane ya no ye obidi wo 17 times eku na osama aled no krasa da ni mojema o maled no e da ni mojem sa e tire ana broni kwasie e ko frɛ police 911 say I obi abafi onum abewo wo mo nsekan ono akora wo no nsekan owie no de sekan no ko hye girl no nsem said the DNA no ebe se girl no kra na de wo on first ana o defending no ho o ko petwe na di ana o defending no ho e ya wura wo sem o sa roommate ni ade ade no enu ti na me ba abrochi no masa ye had ne pewo dan pekrata emo bi fani say obi ma obi afali bi enye broni nko a bibini broni ye careful obi betimi di na esen wo ya me kram ti kra me ya penny atwa one frame. You understand what I mean? Obi kura betimi di na esen wo se si aye ka say abrantie oye broni emrofo no beso kata so almost all the hospital almost broni at the hospital because ono so the sekan no e wo no hunti no age se no to no ansa na ye de na court age se no ye den e to no ansa na ye de na ye den akokot enti no lady we abusuanfo ye go fund me ni mami besu ni mami be bring niama mo UK ha sei me ya omo ye go fund me ana o makofa ni funu no every USA aba UK ha sei a obi ba akwa graduation on Wednesday ya next week obi ko any graduation wa post ya to TikTok no create TikTok o followers 34k na kire se obi di ni muso ni Jimmy ekuni ya am adana oye graduation no sa adanu ni ekosie no adana kire se eso oye graduation no next week Wednesday omu sie no UK ha to okoye graduation no wasama do ya me wura ho abusia me wura ho masa oba na de bia ya futu enye easy emrofo ne abibifo na ye no motifie no enye obi ana na adwen ye obi onu ma wa bre wa fali bi obi ozo so a ya bono like obi onu ma ofo no ma bebrebem obi onu kra na oba kro ne tiatete na ma na adwen ni na asai oni ne kotena fi obetimi adu bone obetimi eden adu bone. You understand what I mean? Enti masa show unsu no wanda ne victim ama kwase bi show unsu ye pa show unsu ye enti wo Ghana na bompa ya ma onua bia o wa kwantuom na esen bi sei anto no mero aho ene de mero aho he oba so no subscribe no like no watch wa dwen comment section ase I Caesar Show Captain Caesar TV ye di Messi update bia no ye de bebrem ya pon ye da mo nyina no.